Hello everyone, welcome back to Explain 11, another Aviation Master live stream. Today we're going to be taking the Avelo Airlines delivery for the first time on the LevelUp 737-700 new generation. And this is actually one of my first few times flying this plane. I flew it yesterday. I fixed a few issues that I was having, such as the auto throttle issue. It was a setting on the EFB that was disabled, which is specifically for people who use external throttle quadrants. But yeah, enough about that. I'll be flying on VATSIM today. Seems like we'll mostly have Unicom all the way over to Santa Rosa. And this is, I'm assuming this is a real Avelo route, because they do fly to Santa Rosa and to Burbank. I'm pretty sure they try to squeeze this route in, obviously. I think they do operate from Vegas all the way down to Burbank, and from Vegas to Santa Rosa. I've seen that before. But yeah, enough about this. If you'd like to join me on VATSIM, I'm Avelo 1203, and I'm already connected, so you should see me there. But anyways, Flight Simmer and Fly with Rev, welcome to the stream. So nice to have both of you in here already. Let's go ahead and set up the aircraft for today's flights. I'm pretty sure I already did everything on the EFB before the startup, so lagging a little bit there. Happens pretty often. Hold on, let me just get my exterior volume up a little. Well, it's not my exterior volume. I'll leave it at that. Interior can come up a little more. That's better. And standby power is fine. Ground power can come on. Aft. We're gonna need some more volume. Let's see if that's a lot better. Alright, great. Gonna get the IRS aligned. It's gonna take about a minute. It's gonna ask immediately for us to set up the FMC. Alright, speed brake is out for whatever reason. That is a little bit confusing, and it's not actually out. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these on. Let's see, yes. Alright, we're just gonna reverse on that. There we go. Yeah, that's a little bit weird, but we're gonna keep it like that. So it's already asking us to put in our information here, so we're gonna do that. We are at Burbank, and we're gonna fly all the way up to Santa Rosa, which is a little bit further out than San Francisco. We are at gate Alpha 4. We're just gonna put our IRS position in there, and that's pretty much it. STS, it's going to be some short runway operations today. Pretty short runway at Santa Rosa. Just go ahead and grab Burbank. Here it is. This is the flight plan. I have not seen that many people fly Avelo on X-Plane so far, but I am definitely down to do so. This delivery is just amazing. 100%. Go ahead and get my departure information out of the way. We've got runway 15 and Oros to departure, Korea's transition. Go ahead and execute that. Direct to Argood. And then PXN, Papa X-Ray Mike, or November, Papa X-Ray November. Direct to Sierra, Golf Delta. And let me just check that. I think it's Skags, but I'll have to check. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go back here. And then it's just gonna be a direct to runway 32 at Santa Rosa. Let me just go ahead and check here with VOR frequency. Alright, so it's Skags Island VOR shows up right here, 112.1, and that is in Napa, California. So that is correct. Let's go ahead and get SGD in there. That's the one. Executes. Arrival, runway 32 RNAV, and we're taking SGD. Execute. Right after that, we don't have any ILS at Santa Rosa, so it's It's gonna be pretty interesting to say the least, for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and get my check everything here. So all we had was a vector. Everything seems to be pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and enter my information for performance. So for payload, we're gonna have to use about 5.4 thousand kilograms of fuel. 6.4 is what we're gonna take in. About 12 passengers up here. I've actually seen a review on the extra legroom version of the seats in this aircraft, and it's like for 50, like you only pay $60 and like all the legroom you get. It's just amazing. Like I've seen a bunch of reviews on Avelo and the different services that they offer. It's just really nice. But yeah, there's a lot that they're giving out, and they're the income for Avelo isn't too promising as of right now. That'll probably improve as time comes, as they continue to grow, but they're gonna need some support for that leading edge device test, and not that. We're gonna do 360 for cruise today. Steady, logo, anti-collision, engine start, set that to both. Great. Alright, so that's pretty much all we need to do. Here we've got our 6.4 thousand kilograms of fuel on board today's flight. Go ahead and go perfing it. We need about 5.4, reserves 1, cost in that's 2.5, 360 for cruise. Oops. I thought I clicked on the button. That's fine. 360 for cruise and 1 limit, that's 15 degrees, but we're gonna check with ATIS because it's always safe to do so. Burbank. There it is. ATIS is gonna be 134.5. Alright. I think it's because I'm on VATSIM. It probably won't be able to get the ATIS. So I'll just grab it from the ADDS site. Temperature 16 actually. It's 15.6, but I'd round that off to 16 more than 15, so we'll just do 16 for the outside air temperature. Let that recalculate. And altimeter 3015 is current. So we've got 3015, winds 5 knots, pretty calm. Ceilings at 12,000, clear below 12,000. That's how the conditions are looking over here at Burbank. Takeoff flaps are gonna be, actually we're gonna use 10 because Burbank has a pretty short runway. Just enter the center of gravity like that. V1, VR, V2. 128 plus 15, that would be 143, and we're going to set that here on our IAS. Flight directors are coming on, and for heading, we're going to do runway heading, which for Burbank is just going to be 150 degrees. No ILS on any of them, so we're just going to do that. And for the course, actually, we get STS over here and set the course on both of these, which is going to be, oh wait. So we do have ILS on runway 32. Well, that's kind of strange because it didn't show up as an option for the arrival. I may be wrong though. Let me just double check. Ah, ILS 32. Okay, hold on. Let me just select that, and there. So yeah, we're taking the ILS 32. I did not see that before. I don't get how I did not see that before, but at least we do know now that we've got ILS at Santa Rosa. It's kind of curious because Santa Rosa is a lot smaller than Burbank, yet Burbank does not have any ILS integrated. Whoops. Hello, there we go. 143, and for heading, we're just runway heading. Altitude is going to be flight level 3, SID 0. So we're just going to go all the way up to 3 SID 0 on the altitude bug here. Just a little bit tedious, but that's just the process. There we go, 3 SID 0. Great. And VNav and LNav can come on now. And that is it. I think we are literally ready. Flaps are up. Thrust idle. And everything's looking pretty good other than that. Got exterior sounds pretty low today. I'm just gonna get those up a little so you'll be able to hear that. I usually get these a lot lower just for VATSIM, so that the aircraft noises don't just disrupt the ATC communications, but that's just something I use personally. Alright, so 109.7, that is the ILS. I'm gonna remove that. There we go. Get that out of the way. For TCAS, we're gonna do out on. Make sure. Alright. We got LA Tower, Ontario Tower. We don't have any center or approach, or clearance delivery at all. So like literally no ATC to take us out of Burbank today. We do have LA and Ontario, but that's not Burbank, so we can't just let them know about our departure. Alright, isolation valve open. Right. This is a different version of the 737NG because on the other ones, the other liveries don't have this. At least, not that I remember. This engine start panel. This is like very exclusive to this livery, as far as I know. Alright. So, we are ready. I'm gonna go ahead and check though. There could always be ATC out of nowhere. Just getting on. So it appears that we do not have any ATC. But they should be getting on a little later, probably. It's possible. But for now we don't have any, so we're just gonna stay like that. Brakes RTO. I'm gonna call the better pushback guy after I start the APU. Get this one started. Wait for that EGT to start rising. Usually on the 737NG it took a while at one point. I guess that could be realistic. Pretty sure that is. They kind of changed the times for the EGT to rise. Now I'm gonna call a better pushback guy.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go.
Okay, so 1-5. We're definitely going to want to taxi that way, so I'm gonna.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you drag it a little bit more. It's okay. And we do have ortho all the way over to Santa Rosa, and some really nice scenery to check out actually at Santa Rosa. There was a really nice package that I saw on the forums earlier, and I was like, I should definitely fly in there today. Yeah, APU should almost be ready for us to use. Gonna get the bleed on as well. Switch to the gens, and for ground power, get that off. We don't have it connected, as far as I know. We shouldn't have it. Great. Alright, so ready to get out of the gate.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Let the flight attendants know. And do we have a cabin? We do not have a custom cabin, but I've seen some custom cabins on a few livery packages. You should definitely make one for Avelo. I mean, For Avelo, it's pretty basic, really. This is like sort of about right for what you'd get in the real life plane. It's basically just some black seats. That's pretty much it. Alright. We have our brakes on, so that's checked. And we are squawking regular.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brakes coming off.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Runner the Bronze, thank you. Welcome to the stream. So nice to have you here. Alright, we're gonna be pushing back. Tail's gonna be facing north. Well, it's gonna be facing east, actually. This window is going to be facing north. Well, actually south. The other one's gonna be facing north. Whatever. And let's go ahead and get engine 1 started. There's the N2 starting to rise. We're gonna need the volume up for VATSIM for sure. If we're gonna have some ATC along the way, we definitely want to have some volume. Oh, whoops. There it is. Start up the second engine. And the livery we're currently flying is November 702 Victor Lima. So November 702 Victor Lima. And it is a real aircraft. It's a Boeing 737-700. Let's see. Today it has operated today, this aircraft in real life, on Avelo flight 369. And it's still in the air right now, actually. So that's pretty cool. The identifier. Okay, so SP 369. Okay, so I think I should change that. So SP 369. That's. I think their IATA is SP, so I think I should disconnect. Alright, there we go. SP 1203. And I'm gonna go to the VATSIM website and change that. Okay. There we go. We disconnect and file this. There we go. Now I can connect back on. And we are not on Unicom, so I'm gonna go ahead and tune into Unicom. Great. Disconnect, and we're gonna start engine number 1. This one goes to continuous ignition. Bobby Edmonds, welcome to the stream. How are you? Aren't you your favorite poser? I think you are. Correct.
So it is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the left. We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Alright, thank you very much. So yeah. Now that we confirmed that IATA code, we can continue. Great. So for what it seems like, this particular aircraft actually operates in the East Coast a lot more often than in the West Coast. This actually, I haven't, for what it looks like in this website, it doesn't seem like Flight Radar captured any of this aircraft's flights in the west. Probably did not fly in the west. Mostly just operates in like New Haven and like Orlando and stuff like that. So yeah, we're just good to go. We're ready. APU can come off, packs can come on. I'm gonna get the battery and generator page here. Okay. Probes are on. I'm indeed everyone's favorite poser. Alright. Thank you for letting me know. Welcome aboard. I think this is your first time over here. Glad to have you here. Alright, flaps are coming down to 5. Flap sounds on this thing are awesome. For sure. While we get the flaps out, I just need to grab the charts for Burbank. Since we're on VATSIM, we're gonna get let the traffic vicinity aircraft know that we're taxiing to runway 15 via Bravo, and we're gonna be crossing 2 sits on Charlie sits and then Bravo all the way down to runway 15. So our flaps are set. I think we're ready to taxi pretty much. That should be good. Isolation valve auto. Right, forgot about that. I always set it to open on the ground. Need to do that. Other than that, TCAS off. Alright. I think I can just keep it on out on and then TRA on departure. Great, we're ready to taxi. Let's see, are we on VATSIM? I just like disconnected and connected like 10 times. Alright, we're on Unicom. Burbank traffic, Avelo 1203, taxiing to runway 15 via Bravo. Great. Alright, I don't know when the dudes at the NorCal area are getting on, or if they are getting on. Oakland Center usually gets on around, I don't know, say 2, 3 o'clock. Well, 3, 4 o'clock EST. Alright, so Charlie sits, it's coming up. We're gonna have to cross a bunch of runways here, so tree, and then Charlie sits, and then we're crossing 2 sits. Luckily, I don't see any traffic around Burbank right now, so I think we should be fine. Have an S1 test for Oakland RTC, so maybe you can get some ground clearance sometime. Oh, that's really nice. Just let me know if you get on, and good luck with the S1. Man, this livery is just so hot. Alright, so tree, and then I'm actually gonna have to make sure I turn here. There we go. Make sure we don't have any traffic coming in on either side, and then we can just call. Let them know we're crossing. There's the engine under performance at its finest. Gonna have to keep the N1 above 40. Burbank traffic, Avelo 1203, crossing runway tree. There we go. Great. Just kind of keeping myself aware of who's around. Alright. I'm gonna keep the N1 at around 20%. I think this is Charlie sits. That is correct. And we're gonna cross 2 sits. Nobody coming on either side. Avelo 1203 crossing runway 2 sits.
Also, this is Alaska 2354, passing 3,000, 5,000.
Fly with Rev says, I might try VATSIM on Iceplane to see if it works. Alright. That's a good choice. Xpilot works the same way as vPilot. Captain Jared, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, Captain Jared? Haven't seen you around in a while now. Hope everything is well. Man, this Avelo livery is just super nice. I can't like stop admiring these colors and like how they all blend. It's just so nice. We've got some traffic at the LA area, so we're gonna have to stay aware of where these guys are. They should be back over there, so it shouldn't be a problem. We're gonna be departing out of runway 15, and we'll be departing to the south, but we're gonna make a right turn, immediately, and head to the north. So that's pretty much how it's gonna be looking like for us today. We should be staying away from that traffic. It's literally an immediate right turn here. We're not gonna get anywhere near the LA area. And this is an updated version of Burbank. For Santa Rosa, we have like super nice scenery. I saw. We've got a lot of custom objects over there. I'm gonna be checking it out. First time flying in Santa Rosa, like ever. Doing good, and it's just very focused on school and simming at the same time. Alright, no problem. And yeah, it is an important balance to keep, school and flight simming. I am getting closer. Runway 15. Make sure. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna let the flight attendants know that we're about to depart. Get the little bit more thrust. We're going a bit slow. Man, the Burbank departure, I have not done it before, actually. This is my first time ever flying out of Burbank. And in Burbank, probably like in a long time. Well, it's not my first time out of Burbank, but you know, it's been a really long time for me to like remember. Have you flown to Bilbao? I have not. Where is that? Sounds like it would be somewhere around Portugal. Let's see. Alright. Speed's coming back. And we are ready to go. 360. Gotta send the landing altitude. I'll do that after departure. So, no problem. Landing lights, runway turnoffs, taxi lights can come off. So we're about to enter the active runway. Almost overran at Burbank last time. I have overran at Burbank and it was fatal. I literally crashed onto that mountain over there, I think. Last time I landed at Burbank. In Spain? Okay, got it. I might have to check that out. Do you know any routes I can fly into that airport? If you could, just let me know. I'll definitely see if I can sort that out. There we go. And we are ready. TRA on the transponder. Check. There we go. We're gonna want to use all the runway we can. V1 is at 117. We don't have that much cargo on board, so that's pretty good. And we are ready, so I'm gonna go ahead and go chrono start. We got about 50%, or 60 actually. 50, 55. and toga. There we go. And toga. Well, and one, then toga. 94.2 is our thrust rating today. Thrust speed. 80 knots. About 100. A little bit of a stutter there. And rotates. That one took a bit of time. Positive rate. Gear up. Man, look at that wing view. So nice. Alright, we're on 1 speed, so flaps coming back to 2.
1,000.
Gonna delay it a little bit. Burbank traffic, Avelo 1203 departing to the south, heading north. About 1500. Flaps are coming back to 1. I'm gonna trim it out manually. Beautiful. It's gonna climb on its own now. Flaps up. Auto brake off. Autopilot is coming on. Runway turn off, lights off. Beautiful. Alright. 250. Climbing 3000. Got the rainbow sort of effect there on our glare. Engine start, levers off. Ah, I forgot to set these to strobe and steady, but that's fine. About 4,300 feet. Oh my god. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Please never do that again. I have I literally forgot that like ever happened. And let's be realistic. Like, I hope they have an update and like remove that. It's such a useless feature. Great. We're climbing 6,800 feet. Gotta watch out for some other traffic around. We're not getting any closer to the LA area, so that's good. Ah, the wind's hitting us here. You have ground school now? Ah, got you. I got you. Good luck with that. Best of luck. Great. About 9,000 feet. Always checking that I'm not accidentally, you know, transmitting something onto the mic for whatever reason, you know. It's always good to check that your output settings are fine. And let's get the playlist running. About 10,000 feet, landing lights can come off. And seatbelt signs off. Great. About 288. It's gonna be the speed we're gonna go up to. 10,000. Keep the climb. Never ever flown this livery before, man. This just feels so nice to fly. Their new UI is also pretty cool, like some clean stuff. Here you can see the team. It's not just some like banner thing on the bottom. You just click on it and it shows you the credits for the people who worked on it. Pretty clean design, to be honest. About 13,000 here. We're about to hit Tiller. 8,000 but we're climbing pretty quickly. Top of climb on Chorus, and that's in what, 80 miles? It's interesting. Super, super beautiful departure out of the SoCal area. We still don't have any ATC yet. Munich to Bilbao. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Is a good one. Lufthansa A319, A320, about a 1 hour 30 to 2 hour flight. All right, I'll check that out. I'll probably take the Lufthansa A319. I really like the livery on that plane. A319, and how long? Yeah, you already told me. It's about 1 hour 30 to 2 hour. I think that could work probably for the next stream. I'll have to look into getting some scenery for Munich and for that airport. Do you have some ICAO codes that I could probably have as reference? About standard on the barrel. Great. What do you look at that? This livery is beautiful. I'll go ahead and send you a very good Barbados. Oh, thank you very much for that. Is it payware or is it freeware? Make sure to send me the link to that so I can give that a go. Aha. Whoops. ICAO is LEBB. Alright, so Lima Echo Bravo Bravo. So I'll check that out pretty soon. Definitely. Is it like a mountainous area, or is it like near the ocean or something like that? Ah, got it. Thank you so much for sending me that, Captain Jarrett. I'll check that out. Definitely be seeing that scenery after this flight. Looks like a super nice airport to fly into, honestly. Kind of like Tenerife. And Munich. So Munich, I'm pretty sure that's EDDM. Yeah, that's Munich. Munich Airport, and we got payware by Short Final and a few freewares, but I think I might go ahead and check out the payware for Munich. Might. I'll give it a look. Looking awesome so far. Very good and scenic cruise today. Such a relaxing flight, honestly. Top of climb in within 40 miles. Top of descent within 160. So it's going to be a super short flight today. Alright, so 25,400 feet. At this point, I'm still checking. how much ATC we've got. Alright. Great. Yeah, try the short final or you won't get the good looking texturing, especially those nice European runway textures. Yeah. Do you have the short final? I know short final definitely makes some really good scenery for X-Plane. That's EDDM, X-Plane 11, Munich Airport short final. And about 27 bucks. A little bit bang for the buck, but definitely worth it if we consider the fact that we've got full-on texturing for the entire airport. Great. Alright, awesome. I'll probably check out the short final. I don't know. I don't see myself flying too much into Munich, but maybe some long hauls could definitely do. For sure. About 28,900 feet, crossing this altitude. We've got some gorgeous scenery down there. Obviously, a little bit faint, not very easy to see because of the haze, but yeah, I'm super excited for that STS runway 32 ILS arrival. I'm actually going to tune that in right now. So let's get Burbank out of the way. Let's focus on Santa Rosa, or Sonoma County Airport, but it's really within the Santa Rosa city boundaries, if not very, very close to it. Of course, for the ILS runway 32, we've got 109.3. So I'm going to tune that in, make it active. Course 324, which we already put in, and that shows up on our PFD over there. We've got top of climb coming up pretty soon. Awesome. Good stuff here. The LevelUp was costing me some issues with the auto throttle that one time, but I had to fix it on the EFB here, of course. Alrighty. Top of climb coming up here, about 10 miles. And pretty good. Forgot to get the music back up after the ads end. That's the thing. Every time there's ads on Spotify, I have to make sure I watch out for those ads and when they're gonna end, so that I can get the music back on. Today we're not gonna be stuck in a long haul just yet. I'm planning some we could do later on. Just checking out how much scenery there's over at Europe over here. We've got London Heathrow Approach. We've got hold on, London Approach and London Approach. We've got two different London approaches on, and Tower Ground and ATIS. and London Control. And yeah, there's a lot of people on Europe right now. It's because it's evening time for them. So they're usually on at around, right around now. It's pretty normal. It's about right. Alright, it's about to hit top of climb here. I think for today's landing we're gonna have to use auto brakes 3 for sure. My annunciator panel showing the anti-ice light, but I highly doubt we're gonna need anti-ice here at California. The runway at ELBB is 1.5 miles long, so 1.5 miles is about 5,000, well, no, not 5,000, 8,448 feet, which is pretty long runway. I think pretty okay. Pretty average for a mid-sized international airport. A smaller to mid-sized international. Good runway length. Alright, we've got the ads again. Oh, watch out for those. Alright, in descent should be, I'm gonna go ahead and check, 80 miles. Within 80 miles, you should start the descent into Santa Rosa. Captain Jarrett, have you ever flown into LEBB? Just wondering. Alright. And, a lot of things are going on in the community, such as the release of the Twin Otter by Aerosoft for MSFS. I saw the trailer. It's looking really, really nice, honestly. Michael Foster, welcome to the stream. How are you? So awesome to see you over here. Hey, is Vertical Sim Cali compatible for Boys Cali? Actually, I mean, well, if you're talking explain scenery logic, Vertical Sim California over Fork Boy California, you're basically putting two orthophoto sceneries on top of each other, and how is that gonna look? I mean, that's up to you. I'd say don't try both of them at the same time. I'd say try V orthos or Fork Boys, like either one of them. No, but I'm gonna do it right now. All right. So let me know how you find the airport. All right. Not much activity going on right now. It's about 124, 134 actually, at the California area. Right where I am, it's 334. But Rev, I recommend V Orthos. I have never tried them out, but they just look insane. And like for what I've seen on other people streaming with V Orthos, it just looks amazing. Like I might actually just delete this Fork Boys and get V Orthos myself. Actually, since you have Fork Boys, if you're gonna install V Orthos, let me know how that looks like, because I'm really curious to see if I should uninstall Fork Boys and check out Vertical Sims V Orthos. Cause it just looks so nice. I like really want to check it out. Let me know how that goes. Like I'm super interested. Well, let's do this. Init ref. Enter the vref. This is something I really like about the LevelUp as well. They're making good use of the X-Plane particle system and PBR as well. Pretty nice, making this look a lot more realistic. As if the texturing wasn't like awesome enough. Super nice. In about 80 miles, that's the 80-mile radius. We're on 160, but this is the 80-mile radius right here. Almost about to descend into Santa Rosa. I'm estimating about 20 minutes, 20 to 30. 20 to 30 minutes until our descent. What should we do in the meantime? That's a big question when it comes to streaming at X-Plane and stuff. What should you do in the meantime when flying? We could chat. That's fun. There actually, like, there's a lot more traffic in Europe right now than the US. But we do have Boston Center, Atlanta Center, and Houston Center on. That's basically the only 3 centers that are on. And then we've got Atlanta Approach, Nashville, Fort Wayne, Allentown, New York Approach, and stuff like that. In Europe, we've got like all sorts of centers on, and approaches and departures and controls. Even some Asia, Guam Center. Samuel Green, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're on the edge, basically. It looks like we're on the edge. U is better, of course, there's gonna be more traffic. I mean, it's 9:38 p.m. over there. I mean, at least in London. And there's a lot of people on, like, that actually surprises me. I would expect, like, a lot of dudes to be on for ATC a little earlier than this, but probably later. I wouldn't expect too much. I've already tried some landings with this plane and I'm getting a little better, so let's hope the pressure from the short runway at Santa Rosa doesn't just completely bash this arrival. Very nice. Some mountain ranges, of course. What do you guys think about this livery? I personally it's just one of the best liveries, if not the best livery I've ever seen. It's so like I love it. The colors are just awesome. One of the best. The best is either the Iberia nowadays livery or the Iberia retro. Iberia retro, like, that one is just insane, in my opinion. In about exactly 80 miles, we should see the descent. Progress page, well, there it is, progress. Alright. Okay. Switch back to the legs page. There is quite a little bit of traffic at SFO. Actually, more traffic at SFO than LA right now. Somebody arriving at 24 right. And some more aircraft out of Burbank and SoCal. If we had the ATC for Santa Rosa, NorCal departure or NorCal approach would have to get on. Well, I'm saying NorCal approach, obviously. Yesterday, I think we had NorCal approach on yesterday, and well, it wasn't yesterday. I think it was before yesterday, but whatever. We did have NorCal approach on at one point. So if they do get on later on in this flight, we should definitely see some nice ATC down into Santa Rosa. Alright. Been seeing some really weird predictions. For X-Plane 12's release. Oh, dude. So many new PBR mods for, what's it called? The Metroliner 3. Dude, I'm definitely gonna have to fly that aircraft on stream really soon. It's looking so awesome, like, all these mods that are coming out for it. Like, genuinely super excited. We should fly a retro route. Maybe there is a really good Mr. scenery for Catalina, so maybe we can fly the Metroliner into Catalina or out of Catalina. I think it's a well. Like, honestly, to be fair, I'm not sure, really. It could operate out of Catalina. I'll have to check out the performance details for the Metroliner to see, whoops. touched the trim wheel accidentally. Let's go ahead and re-engage autopilot. That is my fault. Let's see. Metroliner. 3. Minimum minimum takeoff distance. Alright. So this one says 870 meters. That is 2,000 feet. Nearly 3,000 feet of runway. And actually, that's about right, I'd say. I'm not really sure. Let me just... KLVK Airport. And let me get the AirNav website up here. Alright, so I took off 25 right, and it departed before the numbers of the opposite runway. So, that is a 5,000 foot runway. And it is an asphalt grooved runway. But what we are looking for is the dimensions of the length. So 5,200, and that is 1,600 meters by 30 meters. So it's I'd say about right for a regional airport. It took a little bit of time to take off, but I don't know. I'll have to see if it can operate at Catalina. And if it doesn't, then we're gonna have to take another route, probably, or divert or something. Top of descent coming up in 20 miles. That means that we are at NorCal territory. We are, in fact, approaching the San Jose Airport area, which is right below San Francisco. If we were to fly to San Francisco, we'd be descending right now. Probably passing 24, 23. Pretty short stream today. Not too long. Just a short, nice little flight. We got our init ref details already in, so we don't have to worry about that. And about 20 mile. This is the 20-mile radius, so we should see ourselves coming in on top of the set pretty soon. I'll reset MCP altitude in a bit, actually. I just have to check. Alright, so runway 32, final approach altitude at Pigpen, 2,000 feet. And let me just bring up the arrival charts. So the first one being well, approach. Let's just do the ILS approach. And we've got that one. And here it is, ILS Lucy Pigpen, obviously being 2,000 feet, which is going to be our final approach altitude. And decision height, I'm going to say 400 for more safety. It should be like 370, 380, but I'll put in 400 just to be more safe, that we've got visuals. So 2,000 feet, there we go. That is set. Final approach course, it says 321. And the charts never lie, so 321 on both sides. Localizer 109.3, which is set. Airport elevation 129, so that rounds off a lot better actually to 100. Maybe a little bit more biased towards 150, but I don't think I should set 150. We've still got the GPWS anyway, so it's okay. This just has to do with pressurization anyway, so I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. Outflow valve is almost closed. Alright, for the missed approach, climb to 1020, then 6,000 feet, inbound Echo November India VOR to KBETS. Alright, hold, continue to climb in, hold to 6,000 feet. So KBETS, that is right after, yeah, I see. And we're gonna need some airport charts for the arrival. This is airport parking, airport information. There it is. We got the charts here. Great. Okay, so we don't have. Alright, so yeah, Oakland Center should take us in. But we don't have him in. We don't have Oakland Center on right now, unfortunately. Alrighty, we're entering. We're getting closer to the San Francisco area. In about 10 miles, top of descent. Got the airport charts now. We gotta get a little, like, more familiar with them. With the airport layout. So it's gonna be runway 32, airport elevation 120, right on the threshold. For parking, we've got the terminal right here, control tower. We've got the FBO ramp on Kilo and Zulu. We're gonna take Alpha for our taxiway. It's gonna be a 6,000 foot runway, so it's decently sized, but a tad small. So, but it's totally operable, or operational, however you say it. Taxiway Zulu between runway 14, 14 and 32, tower A limited to Sierra 20 and Delta 40. And here is the general aviation tenant ramp over here, and right on the side of 32 we've got some more tenant ramps and a fire station right over here. Of course, that's pretty much it. When it comes to this arrival, we should see ourselves right behind here, coming in for the arrival. It's gonna be a quick descent, as far as I know. Shouldn't be too big. Too steep. Not a big problem. Alright, there we go. Starting descent right about now. About 35k. Whoever just joined my Discord server, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it. Alrighty. So, that is it. And, let's keep descending here about 34,000 feet. Here on the radar, if I'm checking that out, we don't have any aircraft in our vicinity. Well, we do have an aircraft bound for SFO, but it's already turning, so it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, no aircraft that should interfere with our flight. Very cool. Thrust is coming back. This should be a nice descent. So far, it's looking pretty good. We should be maintaining Mach 0.76, but I think the VNAV is going to take advantage of every single bit of altitude that we get to. that we get to descend. Very cool. This is a little bit different, a little bit outside of my comfort zone. Flying into an airport with a smaller runway. About 40 minutes on the chrono. And we should be on the ground in about 20 to 25 minutes, I'd say. Not too long, maybe even less than that. We don't have any ATC near us, unfortunately. But I'm obviously constantly monitoring this. SimAware and all of that to see when we're getting, as well as my Pilot client. To see when we're gonna get some ATC, if we are. Auto brake, set that to 3. So we have that configured for landing. Today we're gonna do flaps 40 at 130 knots on that final approach. Well, that's gonna be our landing speed. Great. About 27,000, crossing 27 for 26,000. Obviously some really awesome clouds off in the distance. Look at that ortho, super nice. Obviously, it's always a perfect time to get some screenshots in. And I will be grabbing ADIS for STS pretty soon. I'll just wait a little bit more. So we're entering the San Francisco Bay Area. There's STS right over there. It's right past it, really. It's not really that far off from San Francisco. I think we should actually, sooner or later, be able to see. Of course, that's the Bay Area. San Francisco should be past those clouds. Just so you kind of have an idea of where we are. And you probably can see some of that water, of course, over there. Sort of let you know where we are. Awesome. About 23,100 feet. We are a little bit past 43 minutes. There's the San Francisco Bay Area. We should be turning pretty soon. That's what I'm assuming. Yes, we are going to be turning on our transition, which is Sierra Golf Delta VOR. Then 3,900. Final approach altitude being 2,000 feet. And since we're approaching transition altitude as well, we can go ahead and take advantage and get the METAR up. METAR, beautiful. Santa Rosa, California. Temperature is 17, so no anti-ice required. Obviously, had to check for prevention. Altimeter 3020. Winds from the southeast at 4 knots. Visibility 10 or more miles. Sky clear below 12,000 AGL. And no significant weather. So weather's looking pretty nice over at Santa Rosa. Hopefully it stays like that, because we want to be able to see some of the sun on arrival. Not really cloudy weather, of course, but keeping it moderate. Obviously the winds are looking pretty good, at least. Not too bad. Checked out some of that weather information. I'm not actually going to set it on standby. So I'm just going to refresh the site. 3020 on standby for the Barrow. It's going to be a really cool arrival today. short runway operations. Dew point 9 and temperature 17, so it's looking pretty nice. And we're near transition altitude, so I am going to wait a little bit. Obviously had to get the METAR a little bit before so that we had sort of an idea of what the weather was looking like. Look at that beautiful cloud layer, that Bay Area over in the distance. This livery just overall insane. One of my favorite ever liveries. Alright, I'm just constantly monitoring the radar to see if Oakland Center is getting on any soon. Or if we're gonna get any ATC, just to, you know, kind of be aware of what options we've got around San Francisco. Gonna wait till we're below 18,000 feet to set that barometer. About 3020. And there we go. And we're past transition altitude, set 3020. Keep descending, 46 minutes in. So not looking too bad. Descent rate's also looking pretty stable. Would you look at that scenery? So nice. Alright. And we're in the Bay Area officially, obviously. We've got San Francisco to the west at about, I'd say about 5 to 10 miles. Alright. In 20, we're reaching our transition. Of course, we're below transition altitude, so gotta be a little more aware of everything on this arrival, of course. Make sure we've got everything set and ready. Of course, our ILS frequency, ILS localized frequency is set and it's active. Course is also set for arrival. Also monitoring those instruments, making sure nothing's wrong. There is a thick cloud layer over at San Francisco. Doesn't seem like it's too bad down there. That's where Santa Rosa is. So hopefully no issues. No bad weather. That's what I'm just hoping for. Weather's looking nice so far. Hopefully it just doesn't suddenly change when we start approaching Santa Rosa on final. We are currently approaching the airport. Don't have any aircraft in our vicinity either, so gotta take advantage of the scenery. There we go, Santa Rosa. There's the point over there. Pretty nice. And there is a United aircraft that just departed. Kind of concerns me a little bit because it doesn't say the destination. He's probably heading towards Seattle or Portland or something like that. If he's heading north, it could also be Anchorage. Never actually learned how to pronounce that. There's a DHL Heavy heading towards Frankfurt Airport at San Francisco. I'm just kind of checking out where all of these people are going. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so 11,500. I gotta focus up a little bit more on the arrival here. We're approaching the below 10,000 feet point here. It's like... Looks like everything's going smoothly. After transition, we've got about 25 to 30 miles before we before we arrive. Of course, that's quite a little bit. Might do some cloud surfing once we're below 10,000 feet. Also gotta watch for the terrain. Alright. Aha, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Weather's updated. Look at how the weather just got so much better. Clear skies. So nice to have that. Now you guys are gonna have a better glance at the scenery today, especially the ortho, which is one of the best parts about it. And Sierra Golf Delta is coming up here. We'll be below 10,000 anytime soon right now. Like, literally anytime soon. We're at like 10,000 right on the edge. And Santa Rosa's coming right up. We'll be arriving shortly. We're below 10,000 now, actually. So, landing lights can come on. Seatbelt signs are coming on. Let the flight attendants know that we are on approaching our final approach phase of flight today. Oh, how nice it is to have some ortho and some custom scenery for the airport that you're arriving at. It just makes it twice as better. (9,120 feet), and we are following FAA regulations. We're not anywhere above 250. I'll be setting flaps as soon as we get lower. We're on transition. We're on Sierra Golf Delta VOR. We're gonna make the left turn and head direct towards Dacer. So it's Dacer at 3,900 feet. In about 10, well, a little bit over 10 miles. Aviator Ty, welcome to the stream. Tyler has arrived. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope everything is well. Just about making our arrival here into Burbank. I mean, Santa Rosa. I can't help but look at this scenery. It's just so nice. Maybe View Orthos could be better than Fork Boys, but I'll have to see, honestly. I can't really say anything for either. Fork Boys has been nice, but like, you know, View Orthos just, in every aspect, it has always just looked so, like, I don't know, the contrast in the ortho imagery is just perfect. But I'll have to see. I'll have to see what Rev says about it. And no clouds. Some clear skies in today. As we're descending through this cloud layer, that should be pretty much the only thing. And then it's gonna be looking like some clear skies on the arrival. Just what we wanted in, right? I'm good. What about you? It's awesome, dude. I'm doing great. I'm gonna send some screenshots in a bit. Rev, thank you so much for that. And thank you everyone who liked this stream. We've got 5 likes. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. But anyways, we're at about 6,000 feet, 6,600 crossing. Weather's looking literally perfect. Next Avelo flight can be Las Vegas to Burbank. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll just need to get some scenery for Vegas because I don't have any. I've seen Flight Tampa's really good, so I might check that out. So what do I got pending? Munich and Flight Tampa. So short final Munich and Flight Tampa. I'm gonna write those down. I'll be going ahead and getting them as soon as I can. I'm gonna set flaps 1. Alright, great. Auto throttle came off. I'm gonna go ahead and grab general config. It's not here. I think it's in the auto flight phase, or it was somewhere. Here it is. I think I have to cycle that. There we go. Yeah, it's It's not messing with us anymore. I was a 5th like. Thank you so much, Aviator Ty. Really appreciate it. We're gonna have to throw in some speed brakes, do we? Great. And we'll activate approach mode once we are on that Lucy waypoint. For now, we're gonna have to get down and literally as fast as we can, because we're not even flaps 5 and we're like 10 miles away from the airport. So flaps, yeah, we can set flaps 5 about now. Alright, there we go. About 159, auto throttle came back off. I don't know what that is. I guess I'll just cycle that again. I'll wait for that. Or actually, I think something that fits it last night was just holding it. There we go. That works. I don't know, it may be an issue with the LevelUp itself. I don't know, I can't really say. But that thing seemed to fit it last night. I don't know why it's not working the same way now, but I'll have to figure that out in a second. Alright, speed brakes are coming in. Flaps 10. Beautiful. Just let that nose drop slightly. We're coming up on Lucy here, 3,000. Yeah, we're gonna have to drop pretty quickly. Let's see if we can get some visuals. There we go. With the airport. It's kind of trimming up here. Alright, 159, 15. And I think by 25 we can just put the gear down afterwards. Alright, we're turning on Lucy. Approach mode, localizer has been captured. And I'll let traffic know that we're landing at Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa traffic, Avelo 1203 on final for runway 32 ILS. Awesome. I don't know if I should do a second leg. I don't know. Set 321 for the heading. Final approach course. There we go, almost there. Alright, great. We passed it just a bit. Just gonna wait for that glide slope. And there's the airport. It's right up ahead. We've got some custom scenery, and I have been dying to check that out. Alright, let's hold flaps 15 here. Gears coming down after we capture the glide slope. About Pigpen in 5 miles, and that is when we should capture it. I think that is our final approach fits. Final approach waypoints. Beautiful. Just look at that scenery. This just is so screenshot worthy. Alrighty, there's Santa Rosa right up ahead. Just waiting for that glide. Gonna hold it off there, no rush. Let the flight attendants know that we're on our final approach. Alright, glide slope alive, gears coming down. Flaps 25. Beautiful. About 2,500 feet. 3 greens, that's correct. We're gonna let the aircraft glide down. I'm so glad this airport has ILS. RNAV would have also been pretty nice, but you know, ILS is always just great to have. Beautiful. The weather's just so awesome, like, gotta remember to take a screenshot right before arriving. It's always good. Please butter. Get your landing rates in, guys, for the arrival. Your landing rate guess is in. And final approach speed, well, landing speed should be 130, so I'm just gonna set 140 here, and we're gonna go auto throttle off at about 1,000, as well as autopilot off. We have good weather to butter, I agree. Actually, you know, I was trying to get a shot from the glare shield, but nah, we gotta focus on the arrival. We could do that later. Alrighty, there it is, Santa Rosa Airport. Custom runway, custom buildings all the way in. How's it looking? About 1260. 1260. Captain Jerry, I don't have the Nightbot thing set up. I will make sure to set that up pretty soon. Actually, maybe one doesn't hurt. That looks pretty nice. About 1,000 feet. 140. Get that adjusted. Feet on the pedals, and autopilot's coming off. Auto throttle's coming off as well. Alright. Aircraft's flying pretty nicely. No need to trim it manually so far. It's dropping a bit. Alrighty. I'm gonna set 130. I'm probably gonna make it in higher than that, but yeah, just for reference. Trim down just a tiny little bit. It's dropping. Alright, coming in a little bit lower than I wanted to, but that's fine. And we got a butter. I was not expecting that, honestly. Reversers are coming out. Rev green. Right on the center. No float. That was beautiful. Right on time. 80 knots. I'm gonna clear them on 50 today. There we go. Auto brakes are being overridden. However you say that. 500 stable, right? And yeah, welcome to Santa Rosa. Speed brakes are coming in. Flaps up. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. We're not gonna mess around with the switches until we're out of the active runway. Yeah, I thought I was gonna I thought I was gonna smash it as well. I'm so glad I didn't. Beautiful, beautiful flights. Runway turn off, lights off, taxi lights, APU on, landing lights off. Steady, and those can stay off. Welcome. Quick hop. SoCal to NorCal. And that was 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 33 seconds from takeoff to landing. How was that? How did you guys enjoy that flight? Very nice. Why did you miss your exit? It's right here. I just took the one at the end. Captain Jarrett, I'll be sending you a link to the scenery. I found it earlier this morning. Let's see. It's kind of a military looking airport. I'm gonna grab charts. Airport charts. Alright, so we're on Alpha. There's a terminal right in front of Zulu. So we're gonna take Alpha. Turn left on Alpha 4, then Zulu, and then we should be fine. I think we got someone on at Santa Rosa right now. We might... I don't see him yet. But I heard runway 14, and we do have a runway 14. Yeah, this is Alpha 4, so I'm gonna turn. I joined on approach? Alright. That's awesome. Got it. Alright. Zulu. And we're gonna make the turn. And yeah, here we can do the parking. We've got some parking spots available. Pretty interesting airport for sure. I think I forgot to start it. There we go. We don't have any auto gate, I don't think. Just gonna guide ourselves in. First time ever flying into this airport, and first time ever doing this flight. First time ever using this livery. Very awesome flight. Alright, and that's good. Perfect. Get that out of the way. We're gonna wait for the APU to start, but welcome to Santa Rosa Airport. Let's just check out the surrounding airport scenery. So nice. Also got some grass in here. It's always a good thing to check out. APU is ready, so we're gonna switch to the gens. Got the bleed on, engines are coming off. Beautiful. Alright. That's pretty much it. We'll be checking out the landing replay in a second. Valve open. Yeah, actually, let's just turn off the APU. Call it a day. Standby power off, battery off. Great. And we're going to be checking out the landing replay. That was super interesting, actually. Yeah. Disconnected. Great, yeah. It automatically does it. I'm just going to wait for the window to go off here. There we go. And I'm going to roll the landing music. There we go. Great. Check out this window view first. That was so close. Like, literally flared at the perfect time. Let's check out the runway view. It's always the best view to check out. My personal favorite view. Oh, look at that. Ah, we floated a little. Yeah, used a lot of yoke input. But not bad. Not bad overall. Short runway first landing. I mean, what can I say? Bounced. Other than that, I think it was a really decent approach. Check it out from here. Beautiful. Let's check out the first class, or the front engine view. 900 ER or NG? Well, it's up to you. The Zebo has the ER, the NG is for, from LevelUp. Perfectly timed. Let's check out one more view. This view that I really like checking out. Guess that's just a weird replay bug for the level up. Probably. Maybe not. Alright. And that should be pretty much it for the landing replays. So yeah. That should... I was asking which plane... which plane am I using? I'm using the 737-700 NG. That's the one I was using on this stream. So yeah, without anything else to say, thank you all so much for watching this stream. I really appreciate all of you just hopping on and choosing to watch my stream, of course, and joining me on this awesome flight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll definitely be planning out some more streams with the Avelo livery. It's looking super awesome in my opinion. One of my favorites, personal favorites, and it wouldn't hurt to take it up for some more rides, right? So, without anything else to say, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or Friday, but if not, then I'll be seeing you guys next week. So, thank you guys so much for joining. If you want to join my Discord server, that's in the description. And without anything else to say, bye-bye.